Question 8, we're asked to rewrite everything only in terms of sine x. So for A, well, as soon as you've got tan, we're most likely going to be thinking about rewriting it as sine x over cos x. So tan squared is sine squared x over cos squared x. So obviously we've got our numerator that's in terms of sine squared x. So how are we going to deal with that cos squared x? Well, there's only two identities that we use this year. So cos squared x plus sine squared x is 1. So cos squared x is 1 minus sine squared x. So I can switch that numerator for 1 minus sine squared x, and I'm done. Yep, so that's written purely in terms of sine x. Okay, so B, so cos x over tan x. So I think what I'll do here is, rather than write it as a three-tiered fraction, which you can do, I'm actually going to rewrite that as a division. And then when you're dividing by a fraction, you flip and multiply. So that becomes cos squared x over sine x. And as we saw for the previous proof, cos squared x is 1 minus sine squared x. And I could split that up into 1 over sine x minus sine x, but there's no reason. That's perfectly fine to leave it like that. Okay, and then C. So obvious starting point with C is going to be to multiply out those brackets, because although we could rewrite cos squared x in terms of sine x, trying to do that just with cos x is going to involve some square rooting, and it's going to get quite awkward. So I would say the more obvious first step is going to be to expand those brackets out. Okay, so I've got cos x times cos x. I have got cos x times sine x. In fact, some of you may have spotted that this is actually the difference of two squares. So if you have spotted that, you may have been able to go straight to the expanded form, but I'll do it long way. I've got minus sine x times cos x, and I've got minus sine x times sine x. Okay, so those middle two terms are cancelling. Yeah, I've got plus sine x cos x minus sine x cos x. So that just goes to cos squared x minus sine squared x. Again, we've already seen that cos squared x is 1 minus sine squared x. So I can substitute that in. So that can be written as 1 minus 2 sine squared x.